few years ago, looking at the marketplace for financial services in Australia, we realised that we really had to make some changes. We looked at what we could do, and the answer that came back very strongly was we had to be the best at customer service. That's where ComC was born.
Probably the most significant thing we wanted to address is make sure that our frontline staff actually had a picture of the customer, all of their holdings and their transaction history. That was the most important. We also wanted to be able to give credit decisions on the spot, and we also wanted to be able to give all our frontline staff imaged information, things like the customer signatures.
The bank engaged us around the ComC project initially because of the great working relationship and trust that we had within the Microsoft Financial Services team.
It was never a matter of Microsoft being able to give us a solution out of a box. It was always something that was going to need a lot of innovative thought to help us break through.
From a technical perspective, and due to the importance and the size of the project, we wanted to get involved very early. So the team went over to Redmond, our head office, and engaged our developer group around a proof of concept, which included future vision and also scale testing of the application.
The bank was faced with hundreds of separate systems. We had to bring them together in a single harness that allowed us to expose them to our clients. Microsoft's .NET was the preferred solution to allow us to build that harness.
.NET allows us to build vertical slices. It allows us to break the dependencies between different streams of work. It allows us to run multiple development teams who don't get in one another's way. It allows us to interface standard web services and just gives us a delivery capability that didn't exist before.
The beauty of ComC is that we're institutionalising all of the data about the client and allowing anybody within the bank to have a real understanding of the importance of that client to the institution, and also what is important to that client about their relationship with the institution.
In a big interconnected business like ours, getting the referral flow right is absolutely critical. And what we've done with ComC is to enable referrals to be sent from one point in the organisation to another, to be actioned, and the responses then to be sent back to that initial point.
The path of the project has been amazingly smooth. We're now finding we can build a very large project with a very large development team with deployment across 1,000 branches and into thousands of call centre operators, and do it on time and on budget, and none of us think we could have done it without .NET.
One of our key partners in the project was EDS. They're a very good global partner of ours, and they're involved in the upgrade of both the infrastructure for the branch environment and also the desktop itself.
ComC's been key when we look to the future on a couple of different fronts. First and foremost, it's given us a really integrated front end for our staff, and that's absolutely critical in terms of the challenges that we face as an organisation. Secondly, the underlying technology we believe is incredibly robust, and that gives us great flexibility for the future.
The early delivery or on-time delivery of the ComC project has given us quite a bit of competitive advantage against the other Australian banks. We do now have a platform which is several years ahead of the competition.